I want to give a brief mention of the Snow White situation. We talk about it at length on the next podcast you guys will see that's coming out soon here. But and we take our our fair swing at Rachel Zegler in the podcast, but I do want to mention overall the amount of hate I've seen directed at her specifically. I would say is I want to say unwarranted or at least uneven compared to the amount of hate thrown at Disney as a company, as a massive corporation. All the things she's been saying, all the bad press she gave leading up to the film, is clearly regurgitating exactly the pitch that the company Disney gave her when they presented this film to her. She had no creative control over the movie. The things that happen in the movie, all that girl boss stuff, all the changing around of the premise, of the message, of the plot, that wasn't her. That was the studio. And the your personal feelings about the message aside, she was clearly just sort of going along with the narrative they had set up for her character. And yeah, she definitely needs to kind of get over herself and take a step back and try to take acting a little more seriously. But I think it's important to blame Disney as a whole company, not just her. Just like it's important to, and this didn't happen nearly on the same level, but the Daisy Ridley got a lot of hate for the Star Wars films, but like that wasn't her fault, and I think people were more clear-minded about that one because she didn't really say anything contentious, but regardless, all of the 1937 movie is so creepy, and she doesn't care about finding a life partner. She wants to be a leader and stuff. That's not Rachel Zegler saying that. That's the company saying that behind her. Whether or not she agrees with it, that's really irrelevant. Most actors have bizarre, weird takes that I'd rather not hear about. And the reason she felt so confident to say all that stuff is because clearly Disney agreed with her on that stuff, or clearly Disney had presented the project to her with that framing in mind. So, and I don't think Disney gets enough heat and enough hate, and it's sort of frivolous and pointless to hate on the actress. We need to, if you really care about fighting against this kind of crap, then you need to get it at its source. If you have it's easy stuff, like if you have a Disney Plus subscription, get rid of it. Don't watch their movies in the theaters. Just don't give them money. But it is Disney as a whole that is to blame. It's the people at the top that you really don't see much of who are pulling the strings here. And it is, as much as I don't really particularly, I'm not fond of her either, but it's sad that she's taking like 100% of the heat of something that was completely out of her control. So just think about that.